Hi there, welcome to my channel. This is Cusp of Beauty Tarot. If this is your first time here, I appreciate you being here. And if you're returning, thank you so much for tuning in and supporting my channel. I'd love for you to subscribe if you would like to. This first reading is going to be for Aries. I'm doing the Fire Signs 1212 portal, and this is Aries. What do you need to learn as you close out 1212 and tap into the spiritual energy in this portal, this really important time to, take our lessons and move forward, Aries. Aries, sorry. Wow. Okay, Aries, you have the Empress energy, and the bottom of the deck you have the Judgment, the need to take awareness, the need to make a decision, the need to tap into your insight. Very powerful during this time. So very creative, abundant, and I'm kind of like hearing stepping into your throne, stepping into your royalty. This is one to grasp onto, to take ownership for, to level up. If it's in your business, be your woman boss here. You have it all to utilize. It's tapping into it, and you may have a decision or an insight that you need to exercise during this time. A big decision. I'm noticing underneath there's a Fool card. So the need to probably start fresh with something could be an awareness for you right now. For many of you, Aries, you've got a new start on deck. Definitely, the Fool keeps peeking through here. You have a new start on deck. You have the opportunity for a fresh start, and a big decision that's going to move you forward. An abundant period of time coming. Male or female, doesn't matter. The energy doesn't matter. The energy of the Empress is creation and abundance. So that's incredible. Let's take a few more cards for you. What else can you need to might you need to know here? The Mountain. The building and the birds. Okay. So let me just examine one thing on the middle card, because I'm just a little bit unclear what the main message should be on the 4, the house. Okay. It's security. The building is a house, and it's security. So the obstacle for you has been security and stability. But you're moving into a time of lightness around that. You're going to come into an environment with people that you can trust, have fun with, connect with, talk with about this. The Mountain is the obstacle. So the obstacle for you may have been very difficult to move, and it may still be. It's a bit more in your past. But the obstacle has been in securing your stability and, that place of comfort. But it's moving into a period of lightness, creativity, abundance. And that's an awesome thing, Aries. So for whatever challenges you may have had in the past, you're going to be moving away from obstacles that have rocked your instability, coming into a more stable time and building relationships or just lightness and connection to people that can support you through this. And obviously with the Empress, take it on. Take on that energy of creation. Okay. It's crossroads. You are at a certain crossroads. You need to make a decision. You will be, it is divinely guided to some degree. You're absolutely, protected with the Judgment card, and it's a new beginning with the Fool. So that's actually really encouraging, Aries. Really encouraging. Wish you a lot of luck with that. You're embarking on something new that can bring you more stability. Have faith in that. Looks like make the decision and go with it, So that was Aries. Leo is next. Leo, if you're just tuning in, Leo, I'm doing a 12-12 portal reading for the signs by element. This is for Leo. I'm using the Illuminati deck. Leo, welcome to my channel. I often do cusp readings, but I don't always. So you might just, I sometimes do straight up signs. Sometimes I do pick a deck. I might jump on and do a twin flame. This is the 1212 portal, and this one is for Leo. One card to focus on for you. The Seven of Wands. Okay, so you've been through something that has caused you to be, you've gained a certain amount of success, and you're being a little bit, defensive of it. You're being selective right now. You're fighting off opposers with the Seven of Wands, and you have maybe a decision to make with the Two of Wands, that you may be at a crossroads. You may need to kind of leave certain things behind. You may actually have a lot of opportunities and a lot of things that are coming at you right now, but how can you be selective to pick what's going to serve you and leave behind what may not? So there is a crossroads or decision needing to happen for you out of this 12-12 period. You need to kind of close behind or leave behind either an attitude of being defensive, or you need to leave behind or just deal with the fact that you might be in popular demand, but you also might have people challenging your opinions, and you might need to shut them out or deal with them and just make your own. If you have people challenging, your opinions, if you have people challenging your opinions at this time, do you see how this figure is just really choosing the wand and leaving one behind? It's like, you can do this. You can choose what you want to choose and, leave the rest behind. So don't let yourself be overly influenced by things coming at you, people coming at you during this period. Maybe you've been influenced by a lot of noise this year or recently in the past, and it's just time to pursue your dream, to pursue your choice. And it's being supported in what this is saying. Okay, Leo. Few Lenormands, the ship, the market, and the anchor. So, the ship is a movement card, a travel card, a moving forward card, movement in your life. That there could be a literal move, or you're just moving toward, a lot of opportunity. And that's really interesting, because I was thinking you might have a lot of offers right now. This could be in the work area, that is going to be an abundant time for you, because the card of the market is really a work card, the marketplace. So, you have an opportunity to move toward opportunities at work, and there may be actually a need to be selective, and that's going to be your stability factor. That's going to be your anchors, focusing on what you do want, not what you don't want. And maybe this is a great time for it, like end of the year, as you think through. I don't know if you do reflection at the end of the year, but we're approaching that end of year time, and it's often really beneficial to think through, where have I been? Where am I going? So being very intentional is what I'm thinking here, is being very intentional about what you don't want to put energy into anymore, and what you do want to put your energy into is what the message is saying to me. You have forward movement toward a lot of work opportunity. You're going to need to anchor yourself in some selectivity about what you want to move forward with, what types of things. You might just do some journaling on that. What brings you joy? What are lucrative and good partnerships for you at work? What are your ideal clients? Who are your ideal colleagues? What is the nature of your ideal company if you're in a search? Really put that stuff down so that when it comes time to making a decision, you can be really clear about it. Okay, so selectivity and a lot of abundance coming in work. So that's a great reading for many Leos out there. Okay, so Sagittarius is next. Sag, I'm just reshuffling here, but welcome. This is Cusp of Beauty Tarot, and I jumped on to do 12-12 portal reading for the signs, and this is for Sagittarius. And if you're new, welcome to my channel. As I said, I do cusp readings, but I do sign readings. Sometimes I jump on to do pile reading. Twin flame I might do soon. Waiting for some mail order I put in for a couple twin flame decks that I really wanted to use. So stay tuned. Subscribe, please, if you are inclined. Liking the video helps me out too. This is for Sagittarius, 12-12 portal reading. We're going to focus here. Let's see. Okay. Wow. So you have the Nine of Wands as a main energy during this period. And what you can close out, 12-12 is a time of what do you want to focus on? What do we need to close out, let go of? 12-12 or key spiritual ending time is this portal. It's being supported that you close out certain things and move forward. So we have the Nine of Cups, your wishes, your desires. So Sagittarius, I mean, you're going to recognize yourself on either end of the spectrum, okay? Either you've been very assertive and aggressive toward meeting your own wishes, but I'm feeling more that for many of you, you haven't been. And that you've been weary from a lot of challenges this year. It's been a lot of effort dealing with certain things, whether good or bad. You're coming up on a period of time where you feel like you've been around the block, either with a situation or a person, many times, and it's time for closing out. You have a Nine of Wands and a Nine of Cups. Nines are definitely approaching the end of a cycle. So it's actually very fortuitous that we're at the 12-12 because, you know, it's nothing wrong with having the wish card, but we'd rather create our own, you know, emotional, rather reach it, I guess is what I'm saying. You know, it's wishing is almost like on the way. Like, yes, your wishes could possibly come true. You know, it's there for the taking. It's there for the creating. But you have, you know, the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords, two very powerful energies right underneath that you can embody and you can take on, both an emotional side balanced with your logical side to make that come to fruition. And, you know, you're reaching the end of this, you know, somewhat burdensome and arduous and trying cycle to, you know, gain these wishes, fill these cups, manifest what you want. It's really, you know, it's okay. I think it's kind of laying down the battle. You know, it's such a hard warrior card, such a rough keep fighting card, which is great. In Sagittarius, you're a fireball. But I guess my question is, what other messages can we get here? And is it about just embodying the fact that you already, you know, you do have this energy of the queens. You have the energy of the queens. You may have two people in your life, but I think these both are you, Sagittarius. I think these are two sides of you, your soft side, your unconditionally supportive and loving side and creative side, as well as your acute intellect and your strategic side. And I think that if you embody the queens, I mean, seriously, your wishes are for the taking. You know, you can, you know, protect your ego, sure, but don't get overly caught up in the battle and your ego. Sagittarius, during this 12-12 period, the Rider, the Ship, wow, and the Moon. So definitely you're moving toward a spiritual awakening. You're moving toward possibly a very emotional period. The Riders, there is something entering the scene that will move you forward into, at first, you know, it could be some emotions. You may still have some emotions to deal with the Moon, but I also think that what this is saying to me is that the cycle The cycle is coming to a close, and that is for sure, I guess, really what we're reading about. But there is a cycle coming to a close. You need to not be overly pulled into old patterns. Careful to not be pulled into old patterns. The 9 needs to move forward to the 10. You need to get to the end to drop the burden. You need to get to the end to get to the 10 of Cups and embody these queens. So let's not be pulled backward with the Rider and the you're entering into a period of movement. Move forward. Keep moving forward, Sagittarius. So this says to me you're on the right track. Let's not get pulled back. Okay? That's the biggest message that I'm getting with this. Some cycles need to close out. Some of the challenges need to be let go. So it's coming. It's coming for you. It might be not without a little bit of still some emotional upheaval, but you can keep yourself on track by focusing on what you do want to create, and let go of and learn from these trials that you've been through. You've been a good soldier about something, but it's time to loosen that up. I think there may be that you've been holding on to your ego and not letting yourself crack under it, or just holding out for your wishes, yes. And it's time to embrace your power with the 2 queens here. And you will. Hanged Man upside down. I mean, it's gonna and look, and 10 of Wands being released. So yeah, it's coming for you, Sagittarius. Hang on, keep your path. And you know, there could be a very good reading here, a very good future for you here. 12-12 is definitely about letting go of some of these burdens. Keep it moving. Don't go back. Don't go backward into anything that hooks you in. Cycle needs to close. So I hope that was helpful, Sagittarius. We'll see you again soon. Take care.